sama waa ji nag yaa ngi bëgg a yàgg ci dëkk bi sa holiday yi gudd na lool sax.
vacances yi yàgg na waaye dama ne naa ñibbisi ci sama réew. investir.
wax nga dëgg sa saafara man maa ko yor jóge ñu dem topp ma.
ci sama waaj da ngaa bëri pexe de topp ma.
xam ngeen Gambia léegi dafa open. loolu moo waral global properties jóg. jaay la kër doo manqué courant doo manqué ndox da ngay am pool maanaam piscine sa disposition di nga am beach bi sécurité 24 hours. te soo bëggee investir aussi nga mën a investir sa réew jënd kër di ko louer. hôtel yi na xam baax na waaye nag am na gan yoo xam ni dañoo bëgg bu ñu ñëwee ci réew nekk à l'aise. nekk ci bërëb boo xam ne dañu am seen waañ bu ñu bëggee togg seen lekku dëkk dañu am seen salle bu mag am seen néegu bopp am seen lépp loolu yëpp ak global properties mën na nekk.
jërëjëf def leen ni man ñëw leen global properties ngeen jënd seeni kër aar seen ëllëg ak bu seen njaboot.
And we're truly happy to have you all here joining us on this historic event. I would like to first take the opportunity to introduce everyone on the table. Starting from my left, we have Mr. Musa Sise, the General Manager of Global Properties, followed by Mr. Saul Fraser, our Managing Director and CEO of Global Properties. I'm Nyilan Fay, Public Relations Manager at Global Properties. And to my right-hand side, I have the wonderful, amazing ST, Brikama Boyo, right next to me. And over to, next to ST, we have Mr. Ali, who's part of the ST team. And on the far right, I have Ms. Gas Fay. She's the sales manager at Global Properties. So we're truly, truly happy to have you on board today. And today we want to launch this historic event that our company is partaking, which is to bring on board a wonderful brand in partnership with our amazing brand. We've been in existence for over 15 years now, and we've been doing wonderful work in the Gambia, and it's amazing to be able to see people like ST and all the wonderful work he's doing here and the amazing music he's producing locally with millions of fans all over, not only in Gambia, but obviously across the world as well. So we're quite happy to be present here today so that we can witness this signing. ST represents a brand that's followed by a lot of youths, obviously, who are now growing up to aspire to be something. And along that path, we want to be present in terms of providing what they're looking for, especially when it comes to housing. So being able to follow that path in partnership with ST is amazing. And for us, we're quite honored to be able to work with him on this journey. Now, when you talk about why ST, we look back a little bit further in terms of what our brand represents and where we're also heading. You look at our newest project, for example, that we're launching, which is the Greenville project, located in Gunjusi 4, which is a futuristic project. Now, when you think of that, you think of ST as well. ST represents the future, represents the younger generation today who are working towards their future as well. And we want to provide that access. And through this partnership, we can definitely grow and increase the visibility, increase the likelihood of people aspiring to be able to have property ownership. And that is something that we want to build on and continue to further work on within this partnership agreement, endorsement agreement we're doing with ST here today. I would like to pass it over to my general manager first, see what he can add on.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for honoring our invitation, like Ms. Fai said. This event today, yes, what I really want to add is why ST. the timing of having ST as a brand ambassador here is, for me, is basically, mainly to do with our new project, which is Greenville. Now, this project is the first NEA, which is National Environment Agency approved project in the Gambia. And, come this year, we are particularly focusing on, the environment. Real estate companies have been labeled as being, companies who just go around, demolishing and putting down trees and, destroying the environment. But that for us is changing. And what that means is we want to make sure that, everything we're doing is eco-friendly. The environment comes first. We want to make sure that we are not labeled as one of those who will just go around, putting down trees and all that. And coincidentally, it happens that ST, we have heard also, is planning to plant trees around, more than 3,000 trees. So he couldn't have been a better person. There couldn't have been a better person than ST at this particular moment. So I think it complements what we're doing. So for me and the company as a whole, we couldn't have found a better person than ST. So I think that for me is what is very, very key here. I'll pass on the mic to my MD, and then I'll come back with answering questions and all that.
Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, thank you for showing up on a short notice. We really appreciate the work that you do, and we could not have become who we are today without the media and the people behind it. So thank you very much for coming here today. Now, like my colleagues have said, this is a very historic moment, and it's the first time we are able to put pen on paper to work with this giant here. I've been trying to get him on board for a very long time, but I guess today is the day that God has made it possible, and we thank God for the presence and the opportunity that has been presented to us today. I think a lot has been said, being the reason why we decided to work with ST. And all I can say that I see a lot of synergy in what he does and what he represents, and what our company does, and also what we represent. We are very excited about this 2-year journey that we're about to start. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of exciting things that the two brands will do together. And I look forward to really welcoming him on board the Global Properties family. So I'll stop here for now, and I'll welcome questions from the audience in a bit.
All media personnel in the house. I don't have much to say as I'm overjoyed right now. It feels good to be recognized, for the efforts to be recognized, especially by such a great dynamic company like Global Properties. Honestly, I would say, like Brother Saul said, it's just now that we actually having to have a contract on paper, but I've been part of the family for a long time, as Global Properties did support me on events, not once, not twice. So it's a good feeling to be part of this. I choose to do my music, to bring happiness and joy, and probably education and wisdom, to the people. And that is exactly what these people do in a different way. So us joining forces together, brings a better Gambia, And I am so grateful for this bold step that they have taken, and for believing in me. And I want to give special thanks to all my fans out there that have been supporting me so far, and my team. Without them, I probably wouldn't have gotten this far. And I want to encourage all other companies out there, because Gambian artists need support. Gambian artists need, partnerships. At some point in your career, you really need to make your your networking need to be strong. And like I said, it's a pleasure for me to be part of, the Global Properties family, and, to develop Gambia in basically all different ways that we can, with companies, with whoever it is that actually want to push, artists together, and on the other side as well, So without taking much of your time, I would like to say thank you all for being here and for believing in me, and hopefully you will be impressed. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor and pleasure for us to be here. I'm Ali Wali from the management of ST. It is a great pleasure and honor for us to be here. They said if your action can create a legacy that can inspire others to do more, to dream more, to learn more, then you are a true leadership. So Sol Fraser is a true leadership that has supporting Gambians in any way, in anyhow, since the beginning. So like they say, the hard work space, the Brikama Boyo has been doing working hard for the Gambians and the youth and the community. So, and Sol Fraser also is a true role model to our society that also give back to the community. So we give him the insurance and the company that we're gonna fulfill his promises, and we thank him and his company for trusting us, giving us this opportunity. And we encourage the other companies to do this more, just like ST has deserved more of this. If to be a true leadership of the country, to be the top amazing artist, their consistency for more than a decade deserve more, way more of this. So we believe that with his trust and anything they have on us, we're gonna deliver 100%, and we're gonna motivate a lot of people to engage the real estate has been doing and stuff like that. So once again, we thank you all for coming. I'm Ali Wali. I thank you.
Well, thank you, everyone. So we'll open up now for questions. Any questions? Yes.
Thank you very much. My name is Adosisa from UTV. I just want to know what is the details in this agreement? What does it encompass?
So pretty much this. So in terms of your question with regards to the details of this endorsement agreement, it's pretty much in regards to promotion of our products and services that we offer. Now that promotion can be in a variety of ways in terms of what attracts the audiences that are under ST. But we're quite open to looking at the strategic ways of promoting it, but it's mainly to be able to push the agenda we have in terms of, as we mentioned with our Greenville project, in terms of pushing the youth, in terms of pushing ST's audience, in terms of himself as well, in terms of investing in real estate and investing in real estate that actually matters and makes a difference. So it's more of a package promotion.
Okay. Will like to add?
I would say I wouldn't. Yeah. I would say I wouldn't want to share the details with you, but it's a win-win situation, and it's good enough for me. And that's it.
Thank you. Next question.
My question is, I think both sides, anyone.
Okay.
What should the Gambians expect from this partnership between ST and Software?
Okay, thank you for that question. I'm not sure what the Gambian public expecting from this, but I certainly know what I'm expecting from this agreement. Like I said, we've been studying ST for some time now, and we see the direction that he's taking his brand, and it kind of gives us a synergy in terms of what we also want to do. I'm a fan first and foremost. I love his song, I love his music. One of my favorite songs is actually Don Turo, you know, so I jam to that at home. But we know that this partnership will take our brand to another level, just like he's going to take his brand to another level. Because when two people work together, both has to benefit one way or the other for the relationship to continue. But if it is something that only he is the one who's going to benefit, we wouldn't be where we are today. If it's all that Global Properties is the only company that's going to benefit from this, the same thing will happen again. So we look forward to uplifting each other, breaking barriers, and just uplifting things and getting to higher heights. Yeah. We had several meetings that led to why we're here today. And like my general manager said, one of the reasons why we decided to go on board is because of his vision when it comes to environment. We've talked about how we're going to help together, perhaps instead of doing just 3,000 trees, do maybe double that amount across the country. We're not only going to be supporting him in terms of music, we also know his passion about youth development, how he's fighting against drugs and alcohol-related problems. These are all areas that we're looking to collaborate to make sure that whatever he does, we have our foot and then support in his agenda. And likewise, whatever we have as an agenda, he will also come and support us. So it's a team whereby we're together as one to create amazing things for Gambia.
Is there any possibility of extension? We understand it's 2-year agreement. Any possibility of extending this agreement?
Yeah, to be honest, we don't have any limits in terms of how long we want to work, but it's always good to start with something, to give him the opportunity to see who we are and what we do, and also for us to have the opportunity to see how he works, you know, with this kind of concept. But we're starting with 2 years, but we're looking at minimum 5 and beyond. Any questions to me before I pass on the mic? Okay.
what plans do you have for Gambia this coming?
Well, actually, to start with this year, I'm looking forward to officially opening a studio, the label, but you would create an opportunity for Gambian artists to actually have the access to recording. Recording is very expensive. But to tell you the truth, I've been working a lot with Gambian artists. I featured a lot of young Gambian artists in my music already, and I do support a whole lot. I go to Gambian artist events, and I don't have to mention all, but I feel like I'm connected to all the artists. To tell you honestly, I don't have issues with any single artist. And Gambian music, I feel like we don't need one person to take it forward. You don't need one star. We need a lot of stars, like in other places as well. And to create that energy, we need to come together, And Gambian artists, young upcoming Gambian artists are definitely the future, of Gambian music. And so, in different ways, I'm with them all the way.
I'm like, maybe sometimes have on your songs, just in the comment to your song, say something, posting or what's out coming up to other artists, or what's out coming up between people. So is that just from within the music, or after the music you are friends, or just?
I would say, it depends. I do Afro-Manding, I do rap. If you listen to most of my Afro-Manding songs, the singing ones, it's a complete different vibe. When I started music, it was just for fun. I would basically rap hip hop. I did a 17-track mixtape with P-Mac, and it's all English. But it was just for passion. So when I started taking this more seriously, I had to think outside the box. Like I said, my music is for love, and entertainment. And most of the time, every artist, when you rap, it's about yourself. You're expressing your talent to the world outside there. You talk about how great you are and how we cannot compare nobody else to you. It doesn't mean you are talking to the next person, because when the next person does his song, he's gonna say he's great, he's the best too. I don't have a problem with you being the best, but I'm gonna say I'm the best, and he would say he's the best too. I think that's just part of the music, but it's never really personal. Yeah, at least for me.
Any other questions for SC? Any other questions for anyone?
No?
They're all satisfied.
Yeah, all happy? So everyone's satisfied and happy? Great. So we'll take it on to the next step, which is to do exactly what we came here to do, and that is the best part of it all, to make it official, right? So here we go.